Hello, everyone. Welcome to DokiDoki Literature Club. Now, I actually have started some of this game. I was also really tired and really out of it during a very bad point of the year, so I don't remember it all that well, other than poetry and knowing that this eventually goes horrible. But I don't actually know how it goes horrible because I've seen nothing about it. Surprisingly, even though I'm like this late into the game, I've seen no spoilers, so I'm very excited about that. So I knew it's a new game. Alright, hey! I see an annoying girl. She just looks annoying. Running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori. I hope I can pronounce that right. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. I got tired of waking up just like her, and then we just dropped out of high school and went into a coma. It was great. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. The main character is such an asshole.
I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but...
Oh, I forgot that I've named myself. My name's Kirpsford. Great. Why did I name myself that? My name's already kind of silly. Alright, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. My time is more important than yours. Do you feel appreciated to be in my presence?
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
It's because I was.
That's mean, Kirpsfoot.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, I don't want to date you anyways, douchebag. But you did wait for me after all. It means you really care. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori, I'm gonna push you right in front of the bus once it arrives.
You're so funny and sociopathic.
Oh, wait. We're not waiting for the bus. We literally live across from the school. Never mind. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students after they got hit by the bus, speckled everywhere with blood.
By the way, Kirpsford, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you wanted to join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's on about. God, I'm a dick. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content ignoring her. Also, I like games and anime. Certain animes that start with an H. Called Italia.
I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college because, you know, the education system, it doesn't teach you jack shit.
Honestly, yeah.
I dropped out of high school and got 4 fucking associate degrees. High school means nothing. Drop out and save your soul unless you can get a really good scholarship by graduating. Even then, you'll probably still have to get a student loan. Honestly, if there's someone out there who could teach you a practical skill like how to repair modern cars and shit, fucking learn that. Fucking work in your uncle's mechanic shop because you're more likely to have a job than me. Your happiness is really important to me, you know.
Sorry.
And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world.
I go by the term hikikomori, okay?
You trust me, right?
Trust you to get hit by a bus, apparently.
Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright, Alright, I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I promise I'll try very little.
Yay!
Yeah, because I'm so tough, and I don't like you because you're a silly girl and I'm sexist. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is ordinary as ever. I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall. Clubs, oh yeah, I'm gonna go check out some clubs. Alright, I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I feel like everything could go wrong. Actually, wasn't I a part of an anime club? I don't know, I was part of a club that me and my friends started in middle school, and somehow it led to us all being in the talent show, performing like the first 30 minutes of this song by G-Dragon called Heartbreaker. It's this Korean pop song made by, obviously, a Korean guy. I don't know why I was gonna point that out. I know that he's also a part of the group Big Bang, but that was one of his solo songs, and it was really cool because we all wore masks, and I have like actually done dance classes and stuff, so I got to do my own little like solo thing that creeped people out, and it was fucking great because we were wearing these masks that have like no facial features, and I was the first person to move, and like this one girl was like, what the fuck? It was great.
Whoa!
Sayori? She must have come into the classroom while I just freaking dissociated. I look around and realize I'm the only one left. Alright, I have problems too.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I just saw you sitting here and spacing out. Are you alright? Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes, and I suffer from, like, clinical depression.
You don't need to wait up for me. If it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Oh no.
Well, you could come to my club.
Sayori, I just like anime and video games. There's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie!
Sayori is vice president, she's president, alright, of the literature club. I was never aware she liked literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she did it only because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest, after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club, and it's gonna be dubbed, so I don't have to read.
Come on, please!
I actually prefer subs, because I feel like the emotions are more authentic. Unless it's... Don't get me wrong, there are some dubs that actually are good. That being said, there are some fucking terrible ones, okay? Why do you care so much anyways?
Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. We need a sacrifice. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. Fuck up, I want anime! Oh. Whoops, I'm already in character. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? It better be gluten-free.
Yes, let's go!
Anyone who hears this and for some reason gets offended that I said gluten-free, lo and behold, I have celiac disease, so I'm in the same boat. I want you to know. I'm only here for free food. The door is open. I'm not reading through all of this because my throat will be done before we get to anything, because I know that this beginning bit is really long. Also, I told you, don't call me a new member. I don't want to read. I am going to watch anime. I am going to draw anime. I am going to be an animator. I glanced around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't you know that boys can't read?
Ah, Curb's Foot. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
Oh god. Oh my god. Everybody is so cute. I just love girls who all are in the shades of pink, red, and purple. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. I'll fucking fight you, bitch. Sorry.
Natsuki.
I don't know her. She is young, and I don't know her. She also made cupcakes. I bet they taste like bitterness.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
I totally lost her voice. Sorry. Uh-huh.
Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri. She's the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. You're smart too when you think. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, isn't that right?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Curbsfoot. Wait, was that necessary? Alright, we know each other. I've seen you. I know your face. Monica, I'm gonna forget that. Ah, smart, beautiful, athletic. You're that one. The one who's too perfect at everything.
I wonder what your dark secret is.
You're out of my league. That's great. You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Curbsfoot. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Not Yuri.
That is her name, right?
I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. I didn't eat breakfast.
Well, then, how about I make some tea as well? I would prefer a black tea with something sweet, I think. That sounds really good right now. I kind of want some chai, but I'll do that later. Alright. I can sit next to Monica, and I can sit next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, and they grab the wrapped tray. Hi, Sayori. I'm sitting next to you. Okay, are you ready?
Ta-da!
Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray. Look at those cupcakes. Aw, they're little cats. Aw, that's adorable. Where's my cat? Kashik! I love you, wherever you are. Anyways. Oh, those sound cute.
So cute!
I had no idea. Oh, that's not your voice, that's my voice. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Alright, cool.
It's delicious.
I don't know why I had to give her such a high fucking voice. Best angle for a bite, right through the cat ear. Natsuki is quiet. Keeps looking at me. Why is she looking at me?
I have celiac disease. I hope you know what you've done to me.
This is really good and really glutinous. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not you. It's not for you, dummy. All right, baka. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Ooh, tea time. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. You are named Yuri, okay. After all, it doesn't... After all, doesn't a hop? Would you like some hops in your teas? Alright. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? There we go. That was way too hard to say. I guess I usually drink Mountain Dew and eat Doritos, but cool. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. I'm not trying to impress you because I'm always impressive. I meant that, you know. I believe you, whatever you meant. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. So, what made you consider the literature club, Sayori? Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here. So, that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know.
Be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. That's what a club is. That's what a student organization is. It's just, okay, we have money, but we have no members. Or we have tons of members, but we have no money. And then it's like, how do we even get involved in events? And I'm just here like, hey, Facebook, I can post statuses sometimes if I remember to do it. Yeah. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri nods. I can't voice that. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet then. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. I thought I would join a literature club, like, that's the club I would be in, like me personally. I took a literature class last semester, now I'm going through disability in literature, it's fucking great. Alright. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. They're all different, and they all like books. Monica must have worked really hard. I bet she did. And so they're happy that I'm here, and I don't know if I can keep up with it.
So, Curbsfoot, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, manga. Natsuki's like, yes, another nerd! Not that much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. I can pick up a book every once in a while. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? What do you read?
Well, let's see.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once, a long time ago. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh? Why's that?
Well,
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What?
What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind at the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. That's creepy, Nuts. It's creepy, Sayori.
I'm not cute!
Natsuki, you write your own poems? I don't know where my voice is going.
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your reader, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. Or you could just write a riddle about a pencil and published. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri?
Also, that's a real life experience for me. Haha, I'm a paid poet.
Alright. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example. Help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poem.
Sorry. Let me just choke up a hairball.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone. An idea everyone's gonna hate, but I'm the leader, so ha ha ha. Let's all go home and write a poem right now, and then we'll meet and we're gonna read them to each other. That way everyone is even.
Yeah! Let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Curbsfurt? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I don't know how to write a poem. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Curbsfoot, you all... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Yay!
Yes, I'm so happy!
Hey, you really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
And that makes it official, and I have to do my weird sideways bound skip. Bow skip, not bound skip. I mean skip bound. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. We have finally indoctrinated a boy. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Don't look at me. Curbsfoot, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Let's make a high Q do. Okay.
Hey, Curbsfoot, since we're already here, you want to walk home together?
I guess, sure.
Yay! Enthusiasm!
Alrighty. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Alright, so Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri. Okay, cool. Will I really be happy hanging out with girls all day? Boils? It's time for me to get a girlfriend. That's the premise of this, right? That's the goal. Get a girlfriend. Oh, I just realized that this is... Well, you know what? Who cares? Pick words you think... Oh, my favorite club member. Excuse me. Okay, so my favorite is her. So, let's see. Ooh, after image, that's cool.
Kawaii!
Depression. What? Massacre. Alright. Tragedy. What? Why do you like that? I don't understand. I thought that would be disoriented? Okay, cool. Whisper. What? Forgive? What? Unending. Fester! Perfect! Just kidding. Graveyard! Ooh, contamination. I like that word. Empty. Okay, she's concerning me. Monica? I thought... I'm gonna go for ambient. Shame. What did you do, Monica? Agonizing. Okay. Alright, well.
Hi again, Kerpsfurt.
Kerpsfurt? Kerpsfart? Corpse Fart. That's my new name. Rebranding this, like, hidden channel that who knows if anyone will ever see anything I put up who's not my close friends. I'm now Corpse Fart. Alright.
Glad to see you didn't run away on us, ha ha ha.
Nah, don't worry. I learned that I can write poems. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back. Alright, so I'm late.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Kerpsfurt. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Manga is literature! I mean, have you read Oyasami Pun Pun? I can't speak Japanese, so I apologize to everyone who can. But good night, Pun Pun. I feel like that one kind of does cross the line from just a manga and comic that's like just meant for entertainment into something a lot more deeper. And I feel like literature tends to be like, oh, it's deep, so therefore it's literature. So I feel like, yeah, there's definitely manga out there that fits into that category of literature. And I'll leave it up to debate whether or not all of it's literature, because I don't care how things get categorized. Anyways, let's go.
Don't worry, guys. Kerpsfurt always gives his best as long as he's having fun, so you better make sure it's fun, alright, guys? Otherwise, he's gonna leave me. And I love him. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is always so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? Did you really have to say that, you fucking asshole?
You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Kerpsfurt can be good friends too.
I don't make friends.
Sayori.
Yep.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori...
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Yuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not.
What did I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, and Sayori fucking messed this up, didn't she? So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah. I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
He gives me a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read, and we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... She's accidentally being so cute. You know what? Honestly, I just find this interaction awkward. Like, I don't know. I don't find shyness cute. I find it mildly annoying, honestly. Like, yeah. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. Stop being awkward around me. Gah.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace.
Read at your own place. You can read at my place, if you know what I mean. Just kidding.
I look forward to hearing what you think.
Alright. That doesn't seem to be the case. They're talking. She's reading. She's intensely reading. Natsuki is rummaging for manga. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She keeps looking at me and we're making eye contact. But that... Okay, she hides her face. Sorry for looking at you. I was spacing out. I do that. I mean, this is the one bit of the character that I can relate to, is accidentally just staring at people with like a vague, void-filled expression. Which I know that's a contradiction. How do you like that play on words?
It's fine. I like it when you stare at me. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason other than the fact that I just gave it to you and wanted to reread it so then I can know what we're talking about when you bring it up.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? She probably went out and bought me a copy, like... That's what people do. That's how gifts work?
Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's it about, anyway?
Well,
Portrait of Markov.
Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these strange people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Kirpsford?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
That's actually, like, my type of story, so yeah.
It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. And then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's true. In fact,
I might as well get started reading it. I'm gonna read it, right now. Nope, I'm going to. Haha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, what happened to you? What past trauma do you have? Because that's the thing with PTSD and abuse and things. Like, you apologize for every single thing. Well, I mean, like, not everybody is that way. Like, I don't believe I'm that way. But some of my friends who've had similar experiences to me went down that path. Me, I just went to the emotionally less effective path where it's just like, what's happening? Why are you mad? I don't understand. Here, this should work, right? I don't remember what's happening. Okay. Hello, we're closer now.
And we're reading.
I suppose so. Oh, shoulders are touching. My left arm, I need to chop it off so I can open this book properly. Guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Okay, I guess that makes sense. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I didn't realize that she was actually looking at me, so that's a little creepy. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. I guess? Thanks? Yeah, it is always awkward when you're reading something alongside someone, especially if you're used to being the fastest reader in the group, but then you're reading with someone who reads faster than you, and you're just like, excuse me, what? Because I have a friend who she can read a page by basically just like glancing at it, and me, I'm someone where it's like, I know a lot of people will do skim reading, and what I tend to do is I do jump around the page with how I read, but I still get the entire sentence. I don't know, it's hard to explain it, but yeah. This is very full of innuendo. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but... Sorry. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Curbsfurt, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Am I cute? Okay, everyone, this is awkward for all of us involved. I don't even know what I was reading, but what the fuck are you guys doing? I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it with you? I guess I don't have... do what you want. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time. Alright. I stand up. Alright. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? Now I'm nervous. I've written a poem. Here we go.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Alright. Okay, so everybody's getting into their groups. Let's start with Sayori, and we're gonna end with Yuri. And then we'll do Sayori, Natsuki, Monica, then Yuri. Alright, Sayori.
This is a good poem, Curbsfoot. Are you sure it's your first time, you poem virgin?
Of course.
Well, you just popped your poem cherry.
It's not that good.
Never is the first time.
Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. That'd be worse.
I mean, humorous poems are great. Like, someone who can be fucking hilarious, but also write a poem and make it, like, have, like... It's always impressive to me when a poem is legitimately hilarious, but also follows a pretty strict format, because that's really hard to pull off. Comedy in general is hard to pull off. Like, anyone who has the balls to, like, get up on a stage and try to make people laugh without it, and, like, just to try it is, like, that I could never do that, I don't think. Like, I like being on stage, but that would terrify me, because I'm here, like, I'm only funny when I'm bouncing off of other people's stuff. I am not a solo person. Like, I go and look at the situation and I will point out the weirdness of it, and then I will make it weirder, because then it's my time to shine. Alright.
Just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm here, like, right in front of you, in the club. Uh-huh. Of course. Not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See, it's like I said before, Curbsfurt. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this is for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay!
Now
you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
That sounds delicious right now, but I can't eat bread. I mean, I could get gluten-free bread, but I'm also on another diet for losing weight. Okay. Even though you're late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. Sayori, you know what it's about. You know what it means to eat food. I get all cranky. I get low blood sugar. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah?
But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alrighty. Okay, sorry. I like the noises in this.
Kirpsfurt, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
What? Do you expect me that What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about?
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway,
I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid.
you don't know me. We're not even in the same class.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am? Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
Oh, you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro,
And then your ego came out.
I'm glad you learned something. I fucking hate you. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Shut the fuck up, you're like 12. Alright. Monica, because I'm curious about you, and I'm probably gonna have to play this game twice so I can get her story, but wanna go with the Yuri path? Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. No matter what, I've installed cameras into your house. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up.
Anyways, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Kerps, but we're all a little embarrassed today. I'm always embarrassed. I also always have a breeze. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yep, that's true. Alright, here's my poem.
Great job, Kerpsfurt. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway.
You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayori, who likes putting simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point.
Never really asked, though.
I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet.
Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find out the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way that everyone else wants you to write.
It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was so deep, stretching forever into anything, everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now, I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Yeah. Yes? Yes. That got weird. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Thanks for listening! Alrighty. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Huh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? He's going. You really didn't do anything wrong. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you, but this is my first time. Huh? Well, I know that. I just meant Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I've kind of learned how to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all, but it looked like it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Curbsfoot, you fucking noob. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to ghosts, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so...
Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you.
You think so?
Yeah, of course.
You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Curbs, but...
Why? What is with me? Like, what is... Okay, obviously there's something weird about this club, and there's something going on with Yuri especially, and with Monica. Like, they are weird. Natsuki and Sayori, I feel like, aren't quite in on it. But there is something happening, and there's something important about me that I don't know about. Me too. It's a cult. I bet it's a cult. Phew! I guess that's everyone. That was stressful. Look at me, I can't write. Like, it keeps emphasizing this is a literature club, after all. Why is this a rare opportunity? This is a literature club. Alright. Ooh. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
I guess you could say it's fancy?
Thanks.
Yours is cute.
Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Curbsfurt did too. And based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Curbsfurt liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what... Maybe you're just jealous that Curbsfurt appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kirpsfurt started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you!
Imagine two voices at once.
I don't like fighting, guys.
Sure.
Kirpsfurt, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kirpsfurt. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. That's the only way to convey the complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Kirpsfurt? Well... What the fuck, you guys? I just wanted to write a poem. I didn't even want to. I like this music. It's great. Well, sorry, Natsuki, but fuck you. Natsuki. That's not my voice. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand, Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ugh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far! Yeah, this all could have been great except for this. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did! It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Man, high school. Natsuki, you really didn't need to do that. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now, and your opinion is very important for some fucking reason. No! Yuri! How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. You both were assholes. And, like, if this was real life me, like, I would have done, like, the first part of that bit of, like, here's why you're wrong, and here's why you're wrong, and you both need to apologize. I'm gonna go hang out in the anime club. Goodbye. Like, this is dramatic. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Kirpsfurt. You're too kind, if you only knew. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. Before it was kind of iffy. It's nothing. One more thing? That one thing that Natsuki said. About, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm just gonna go make some tea, and my boobs are not bigger. Make enough for more than one person, okay? I'm thirsty. I've read for way too long. I'm almost out of my water, too. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? Are you really asking that? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly.
Kirpsford. How about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was alright mostly. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit about poems. Alright, time to impress specific people.
Kirpsfoot, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. It's a me. Uh-huh. We're friends again. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No, that's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. Why does everybody think that they'll do something human and I'll hate them? I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Kirpsford, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too.
That's...
Every day is gonna be so much fun.
My dude, of course, is just like, hey, I just want to get a girlfriend and read books with my girlfriend. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat, pat. You're such a dick, man. I really hate the main character. Like, he's such a dick.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Time for one more poem. Okay. Childhood. Oops, wrong one. Uncontrollable. There we go. Eternity. Unrequited. Nope. Crimson? Good. Boop!
Agonizing.
Massacre. Tenacious. Ambient. Intellectual. Anxiety. Melancholy. Effulgent. DokiDoki! Sorry, I had to choose that one. After image. Inferno. Suicide. Oh, shit. Do their faces change, or is that just how they are? Captive. Incongruent. Entropy. Cool. Alrighty. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. And another hour and a half, or however long this is, has passed. And I need to end this video so I can go to the bathroom because I really have to pee. Alright. I'll probably just keep recording right after this. But yeah, I'm ending this one now. I have no upload schedule. School has started. I realized, like, I had posted on the Facebook page that, oh yeah, after this is done and break has happened, I'm gonna record, and then I didn't, because I didn't want to do anything, because last semester was awful, and I was exhausted emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually, any other ways you could be exhausted, list it there. List it in the comments below how you're exhausted. So yeah, so hopefully, I mean, I don't want to say any plans now, but I do want to get on a regular schedule of just recording bursts and then just releasing episodes over time, I guess? I don't know. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed this. Try not to leave any spoilers for me, please, because I have been really excited about this game after seeing, I think I saw MatPat talk about it, so yeah, so you can see the previous saves I've had. So let me just do that one. Cool. Alright. Alrighty. So goodbye, everyone. Have a good one. Hopefully I'll record some more. Bye-bye.